Byakuya's interrupting now.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
What?
Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
I mean, yeah, there's still the poison shit we haven't even discussed. It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command.
I'm sure Kyoko already knows, by the way, so don't call her a gaggling idiot. It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Oh. Make your argument. Kyoko status of the Sakura's body. I don't know, I'll need to see what they say first.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
Yeah.
So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
So when the second shot from Toko is what kills Sakura, then what the problem is, how did she get in the chair? Where did Sakura die? It was...
I was just
Please tell me to stab
peacefully.
Sakura's body that I need to use, because I need to win.
Sakura was right there. I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise. You smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Thank God.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. I get so nervous, because make your arguments are the thing that keep fucking me up, because I never know what to hit and where to hit and when to hit it.
Sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
That didn't kill her either.
So, you finally noticed.
Yeah.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. What? Oh! The, magazine bloodstain.
I got it!
Yeah, 3 hearts, thank God.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
I don't think so.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Yeah, I mean, she may be a serial killer, but she's not exactly, like, the strongest person ever.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Yeah.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
No.
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Oh, yeah, I even forgot about that. I'm still focused on the poison.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy.
Oh?
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
But the locker door was open before we broke in.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
Nope.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the
Again,
locker
nope,
into the
we
group.
discussed this.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because the locker, I saw it for myself. I was no and no. So,
I got it!
yeah.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
The locker door was already open.
And at that point, the locker was already
Yes.
open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
She wasn't.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Look at her, she looks so cute.
You're lying.
I don't think so.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Yeah.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Nope.
And
It was the poison.
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
Poison.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Poison! Could you really be missing something so important? Yes, Makoto. It's the poison! If you have another possible explanation, maybe it's... Oh. Make your argument. I feel like it's gonna be yellow powder. Or maybe Monokuma File 4. Definitely not Abby's account.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
That's
then
true.
what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
I'm gonna try Monokuma File 4. Yeah, okay, if it would have been written there. It's a Monokuma file, and it's what Hina said, right?
What was it? If it wasn't from then what was it?
There's no other possible what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
There we go, okay.
No, that's wrong.
I get so nervous now that I do these, because those are the things that keep fucking me up.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause
I've
of
been
death.
saying that from the start, that it was poison.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
No,
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
that's true.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Wait, you looked inside your mouth?
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Poison.
Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you! Okay, now we're finally talking about this shit.
Poisoned?
Yep.
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
I mean, I've been saying the poison too from the beginning, so...
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
I shit you not, I thought it said wet. I thought weak said wet, and I was gonna start laughing.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Okay.
You can explain it?
Yep.
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Chem C9.
Is that the poison?
Looks like it.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Oh.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections.
Oh, is that the
A,
one he found in
B,
Section
and
A?
C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Nope.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya shows. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was the one on the same shelf as the supplement. I'm positive. Section A.
I got it!
Yeah.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Oh! I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
Wait, they switched out the bottles? We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. As if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
No, I don't think so.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
So, the bottle of poison and the protein were switched.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scrapped out a bit of the content with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
It was the can we found in the rec room, right? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in. Could it be? Oh, what are we doing? Hangman's Gambit. Protein drink. Pro. E? Okay, good. D. N. K. Yeah, I'm good at those.
Now I understand.
Complete.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Yeah.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
Mm-hmm.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
She thought it was protein. Or did she do it herself, though? I don't know.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene, a protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause.
I knew it! I knew poison killed her!
You know?
I've been saying that from the
I
start.
remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
Oh.
But what was
That's what
offered
makes
to her
sense.
instead was a bottle full of poison.
Wow. Getting hit in the head twice in a bottle of poison.
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Oh.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Okay. Oh, it's, footprints. Yeah, the, how far down is it? Oh, last one, of course. Footprints in the powder.
I got it!
Yep.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking
The question
about,
is, whose footprints
isn't
are
it?
they? Are they Sakura or someone else? Well, I mean, who else would it be? Because we already proved that Toko and Hiro didn't do it. Obviously, Makoto and Kyoko didn't. Byakuya's explained the whole shit, so he didn't do it. And Hina, there's no way she would kill Sakura. Like, it had to be Sakura, right? She poisoned herself.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They must have appeared around the time of the murder. which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Oh.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
What?
The footprints. They're mine.
Okay.
Hina?
I'm waiting for you to explain more, because I know you didn't kill Sakura.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Okay.
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
No, you didn't. There is no fucking way. No. No. No.
Just as I suspected.
No. No, you're wrong, actually. There is no fucking way Hina would kill Sakura. Like, of anyone? No. No. I don't believe it. No. No.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Okay, maybe they're like Hina's footprints, but maybe there's another reason.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers aren't the only people who wear sneakers are... Well, Leon's dead. I don't think it was Byakuya, and Hina just said it with her, so...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Yeah, that measure the footprints. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
There's no fucking way she killed Sakura. I do not believe it.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
I mean, when I call him strange, I mean her, like, best friend just died.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Again, her best friend just died, and she's probably very emotional right now. I said that at the beginning. I knew that was going to be a problem. But that's not because she killed her. It's because her best friend just died, and she's very emotional. That's why. She just wants to figure out who did it and get it over with.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
No, I don't believe it. Like, sorry, I don't believe it.
I can't believe
Like,
it.
until the fucking results come in and it says Hina killed Sakura, I will not believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Because there's no fucking way.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
Yeah.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
Why?
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
But Hina's not, like, a diabolical person, right? Like, unless she pulled out, like, an evil, like, Genocide Jill shit and turned out she's, like, evil or something, which will completely blow my mind, by the way. Like, there's no way.
Hina used that trust to kill her.
But why?
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
I don't believe it.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
I still don't believe it. I don't think it was her scheme at all.
Hina, is it true?
No, it's not.
Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
That's what I don't get.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt.
Okay.
She asked me to bring her that protein drink.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder.
But no,
and
stuff
that's
like that
when you
just
gave
doesn't
her
just
the
occur to
poison
you.
mixture.
Especially not Hina.
And then
And to Sakura,
she
nonetheless.
downed it. All at once. And then...
Hold it.
Oh, yes! See? Kyoko doesn't believe it either! There is no fucking way it was Hina.
I'm not convinced.
Me neither! Me and you both. See, we are smart.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
I mean, she wouldn't,
You
but...
still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
But Hina is. Especially to Sakura.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
But she didn't.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Me neither!
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Until you guess through your head. Hina did not kill Sakura.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism.
Oh.
But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yeah.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Yeah.
Well,
She's lying! But why? This also means the only person who could have killed Sakura was Sakura. Which would explain the locked room. Sakura locked the door, put the chair in front of it, and then sat down and died, right? That's what happened.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Yeah, she's not telling us because she didn't do it. I don't know why she's trying to say she did it,
No,
but
it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
yeah.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Yes!
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
I
Are
do.
you sure about that?
Yeah.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too
Yeah.
obvious, too easy.
And this is the fourth trial, so there's no way things are easy here.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was...
Yeah. Hina didn't do it.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
No.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Tell the truth.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Yeah.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Well, we're not voting till we hear you actually say word for word what you did.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Nope.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Except for the victim herself.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
That sounds like something I'd say.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told.
Oh.
First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
There were no footprints. There were only footprints in front of Section A, not in front of Section C or B. So that's wrong.
Yeah.
She's lying. But why? I don't know why. But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange? Yeah.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Well, we're trying to figure this out.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Wow, I'm surprised Byakuya didn't even pick this up. How long? Until we figure it out, yeah. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Make your argument. Footprints and protein powder, I'm assuming is... No, wait. Or maybe it's Chem Lab shelf, I don't know. Oh.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section
That's what I
A.
probably have to hit.
And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab.
Okay.
That's all there is to it.
I think I have to use footprints and powder with
Honestly, that's
Section
enough.
C to
How much
Section A.
longer must we tolerate this?
Until we get it right. In the chem lab, where were the footprints? And what direction were they facing? Yeah. Those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us.
First, I went to Section. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to...
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein.
But there were no footprints in Section C or B, only A.
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
Yeah.
That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Yeah. I don't know why she's lying, but she definitely is.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I had left a footprint. Oh, true. Oh, yeah.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, he doesn't even know. He thought it was Hina. He's wrong. Byakuya's wrong, you guys. He's never wrong.
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I just want to know why.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A.
Yeah.
So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
Yes.
What the?
Oh my god, he's so mad. He's wrong. Byakuya is wrong.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, look at him. He feels so stupid right now. Well, I figured it out before Byakuya did. What did that tell you, you guys?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Yeah. Wait, why?
What?
I don't know this part either, so...
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Oh.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Oh, but there is.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Oh!
I did?
Oh, look at him! He's so thrown off right now.
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me.
Oh.
I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
She's calling him out! Yeah, he's mad.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
What? Huh? Piece of glass? What? Yo, that could have went down Byakuya's throat though when he downed that, right? Damn, he got lucky.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So thank you for that.
She's enjoying making him feel stupid.
But what is it?
It's glass. I don't know how we got
Oh,
it, but...
you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Wait, hold on, why?
Huh?
I don't know it.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know it either. Yaki doesn't either.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something the same... The rec room window. But how did it get in there? The other two aren't blue, so it has to be the window.
I got it!
But how did it get in the
It's
bottle?
part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Yeah.
The window?
But how?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
I don't know.
What's so strange about that?
A lot, because the bottle of poison was in a completely different room on a completely different floor.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, section A of the shelf.
I got it!
Yeah.
The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she lied.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Oh,
In
why?
reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked.
Huh.
There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
Yeah, I figured that, but how?
That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I just didn't know how that fit
Wait,
in.
hold on. You're moving too fast.
Oh my god! He's so thrown off. I like seeing him like this. It's nice to, like, knock him down a few pegs.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because it was on top of the glass. Dude, even I knew that. Come on now.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Okay.
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, no one touched it.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Yep.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Because you're not that smart. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open. Make your argument. Okay. Empty protein ring, I believe, is what we're talking about.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
Yeah.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yep, I don't know who or how,
No,
but...
that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Again, I still have no idea how, but I know that it was on top of the glass.
You remember
so.
how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Yep.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in.
He's so
What
mad.
about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
They were under it.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh my god! I don't think we've ever seen him like this before.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
Yep.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
Oh.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
But no one said they did.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
Nice.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Yep.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Did Hina do it? I mean, I'm assuming so. That's the only person I can think of.
that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Because she was trying to kill herself.
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No. What I said from the start was that I thought Sakura drank poison to kill herself. And that's ultimately what it came down to, right?
That's not why.
Mm-hmm.
The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yeah.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Yep. Suicide.
Then tell us already.
What?
Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh! Look at him being polite.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Oh. What?
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
Yeah.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who gave the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. Oh! Maybe it was Sakura, actually. Yeah, it was Sakura. Right?
I got it!
Yeah.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yeah, because it wasn't a murder. It was a
What are
suicide.
you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
No.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
Hina. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence of it. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Wait, this is another fucking, like... Oh my god, this thing again? Jesus Christ, this stresses me out.
You're a liar!
Nope.
What are you saying?
She killed herself.
Wrong! You're wrong!
I'm not.
I'm telling you, I did it!
No, you didn't.
Stop talking!
I can't.
You're
Hello?
a liar!
I'm
Wrong.
not.
You're wrong!
Nope.
Wrong! You're wrong!
No, I'm not.
I hate you! I hate
No, you don't. I'm sorry. Fuck. Oh, shit.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have
The yellow
any
powder
kind
on
of-
This should prove
on
it.
her shoe, yeah.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Yeah,
It did?
it did.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
It was.
So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Oh.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Yeah.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina,
It was
but
Sakura.
Sakura.
Yeah.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
Oh, yeah.
But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
Nope.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To get the poison, right? To kill herself?
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
Mm-hmm.
No! It was me! The poison!
Did Hina figure out that it was Sakura who killed herself and she's trying to, like, protect her? And that's why she's trying to, like, deny it?
Because
That would make sense why she's lying and everything.
I killed her!
No, you didn't, Hina.
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Sakura.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Yep. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The killer was Sakura?
I don't think he ever imagined anyone to take their own life. So I feel like this is really like messing him up in his head.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yep.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
He's right.
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life.
Yeah.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Byakuya created the locked room in secret. Monica forced her now. Sakura.
I got it!
Yeah.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Yeah.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
Hina.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Yeah. Oh.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Yeah.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
Oh yeah.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Yeah? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else.
Yeah.
But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Oh. Yeah.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Yeah.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Ogre! Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Yeah. Was she trying to protect Sakura?
Honestly,
And like,
I should have noticed.
I feel like it has to do with something like her wanting to protect Sakura's image and like, I don't know, like, you know, like not wanting her to look weak to kill her. I don't know, something like she did it for Sakura somehow.
You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yeah. At first I thought it was a shock for me. That's why I figured she stood so far
The
back.
Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Oh.
So, Sakura committed suicide.
Yeah.
In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The
Oh.
footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Hey, it worked on you.
No!
Hina.
No! No, 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 no!
Yes.
I killed her!
No, you
I did
didn't.
it!
Hina, you didn't.
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
Yeah.
Not! Nothing's over!
It
Hina.
is.
Oh.
Actually, no. You're
Wha-
right.
What?
We have to end this properly.
Oh, comic book style.